Yeah, I really hope y'all can hear me. Hold on one moment.
Power play group up front changing for Pittsburgh. So Grizzly bought time. Here comes Malkin. Center circle. Malkin has to circle back.
Okay. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday. I hope all is well. I hope you get your two coconuts together today and get yourself where you need to be. All right. Listen, I'm going to try to make this a brief message or whatnot, but happy Venus retrograde. This is not going to be like a terrible message. If anything, this is a good message. And what I do love is that people are able to express themselves, and we can damn hold space for people being frustrated. I know a lot of people think the way that I think is polarizing, and I get that, but I'm not meant to think like most people, and that's okay. That's not a dig at other people. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. And I'm not even trying to say that I'm smart, because sometimes it's not really smart to question a status quo, or to go against a norm, or to even attempt to question why some people seek the comfort of believing certain ideals despite how it takes away their responsibility. But then, I mean, who am I to say anything? I'm on GLP-1s, right? Like there's a assistance that I'm getting from that. Okay, there's a love or installation that I'm getting from that, right? So I get that, but what I do love about this Trump presidency is that the regular person is not scrutinized for saying how the fuck they feel. And I just want you to know this Venus retrograde is going to allow for it. Everybody's not going to be on board. Some people are naturally uncomfortable, and that's perfectly fine. But they are naturally uncomfortable with saying the truth of their heart. Some people rely on doing psychological engineering, meaning that they speak softly. They do all of the things that are of pleasantry because they got common sense, right? They got some damn sense about themselves. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot to put the little moderation on. I gotta make sure to put the bars up for the animals. Good Lord, hold on. I forgot. I gotta make sure to put the bars up for the animals. Brandon Perrine, if you are not a troll, but you just genuinely don't follow me, and my day is going pretty good. I'm just saying, y'all never cease to listen. No one ever talks to me when I put subscribers only on. So that's why I'm like, I don't, oh hell no, let me go ahead. like, like, let me go ahead and put it up, because that shit tickles the shit out of me, because I'm like, oh, hold on now. Before you get in here and start talking crazy, let me put the bars up. Jesus. Okay. But if you are subscribed, then then you can talk to me. Okay, if I even see you, child. I don't even be getting on here to talk the fuck. I don't really be getting on here to talk to y'all like that. Cause see, I don't know. I don't know. I'm weirded out by the conversations. I'm weirded. Like I'm sorry. Like I be on the internet, y'all. I be internet, right? But I just never thought, like, ooh, like I never like was such a groupie for like if I'm a manosphere person or a female. Like, I've never been that person. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know how it feels to be you. Like, bitch, I don't know what it's like to be, like, you know what I'm saying, in somebody's chat room talking shit. Like, I don't know. I'm a lot of things, but I ain't that. Bitch, I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a lurker. That's a lie. I be lurking. I be lurking on some. I be lurking on some. I do. I be lurking. I was about to lie. I do be lurking. But I guess I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Everything I do, I like to do with a little style. Like it's if you like if I'm lurking on you, understand I'm one of them lurkers that's superior. Like you wanna sit up straight because I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? You don't want bad posture because you know I'm looking. You want to make sure that you did your skincare that day. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a premium to me lurking. Like I don't just go and randomly lurk. Like I don't do that. Like I have an agenda. You know, I don't understand the other like the I don't understand the other shit. Let me run in. Let me say something. Get off. Like what the fuck, bro? Like is this where your life has come to? And it's like I don't think, and I think that these are machines. I think that you eventually have like bot channels that just say shit that's assigned to you. So if you go live, because I'm like, how do you get here so quickly? You know, like you can't be a human because humans got shit to do. We got bills to pay. We be going through relationship problems. Like some shit just don't. Well, I gotta. Yeah, this bitch I don't like just went live. Yeah, I could go in there and say some shit to that bitch. I don't like her. But you know what? I got shit to do. You know, like I would just imagine that even my most dedicated troll would still have some like a light bill to pay or something. You know, or like they need to go and take a shower, like something. Or maybe they just got done rubbing one out, or maybe they're in the middle of rubbing one out. I don't know. I just think that real life human shit be happening. You know, maybe they're constipated and they're taking a shit. And talking to me makes them feel more constipated. They irritated with me. I don't know. I just think that I wouldn't be the first on their menu, you know. So that's why I'm like, it's got to be a bot channel. It's got to be like these evil, rude, assigned bots that was put on the channel by troll ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they program it to say nappy head hoe, big lip bush baby. You know what I'm saying? They get it to say some shit like that. You know, they get it to say something like that, which I find hilarious because I am completely a bush baby. That's for damn sure. Okay, we're bushy the curtains and the carpet. Okay, just in case anyone wanted to know. Okay. Bitch, I found the gray hair in it. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Happy March. Anyway, listen, Linda. This Venus retrograde. Listen, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I feel like we could say what we need to say. All right. And also, you know what? I just heard something. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm naturally not bushy. For a bitch who said something, I got the weirdest pubic hair situation going on because I've never grown a full a beard. Okay, so like if I were a man, it would completely be a goatee. No cap. No shade. Okay? It's the weirdest pattern of growth. Okay, it would completely be a goatee. No cap, no shade. Okay? Like seriously, naturally. Like some people, I'm amazed. Like I got this weird thing since we're on this topic in this Pisces season. I got this weird thing. Like I am amazed, and I really don't like the look of like bald vagine because to me, I feel like it looks like a little girl, and I think that a lot of women have and men have daddy issues. Either they need to play out being a daddy or they want to be a little girl for too long. Because I understand people talk about odor, but some of the women who've had the foulest smelling snatches to me have been completely bald. Okay, and some of them have to go no panties because of some shit. Okay, so that's another thing. And if I do, and when I do wax and do all of that stuff, I still need a patch of womanhood. Okay, I can understand everything else is hot. It's summertime. Remember where I'm at. I'm in Denver, Colorado. It's dry. It is cold here. We have to have humidifiers and air filters. Okay, let's understand where we are, where I am. But the climate is where fuck where you at. You might be in Georgia. You might be in fucking California. You might be in New York. The climate up in here in betwixt my legs is one that's Rocky Mountain high. Okay, this is there are places in the Rockies. Like if you ever visit here, right? There are tundras. When you start to go up 10,000 feet, I'm surprised Sadhguru didn't build him a temple here. I know he has one in Knoxville and he has one in California. I didn't see much about the one in California, but I know he has one in Knoxville and they got an event in May. But Sadhguru had me fucked up because look, I'm not trying to be like I know this is gonna be kind of ghetto and ignorant, like for anyone who follows Sadhguru, but I'm not trying to be in that little pavilion, okay? That your little donation gets you, you know, y'all need to do something about that, okay? I'm not trying to be in sacred. I'm not trying to be in that little motherfucking. I need to see you walk through. I want to see you do the ceremony, okay? And throw the little orange and red incense and sacred powders and sacred materials and offerings on the lingam. But damn, 35,000. No, I need a sponsor. I need a sponsor. Because I'm definitely going to be good for the party. Okay, let's understand that. I'm definitely good for the vibe. Let's get into it. I'm good for the vibe, but I need a sponsor. My God. Woo, Scissor. I got more respect for Scissor. The Scissor goes, I think Scissor went over. I don't know if she went to the location in Delhi, or if she went to the one that looks like it's more southern, south like southern but central India, and then there's one like this the south of India. I've been looking, honey. I've been looking. Cause see, I gotta be careful because I already said I was gonna listen. I'm not gonna go into all of that, but just know that when I do go to India, um, I'm not. I gotta be rich because the reason why I know I have to be rich is that I already did my astrocartography on it, and I'm not trying to argue with anybody. Okay, I need to be completely zen. I need to be able to go through these processes or processes, okay, of completely letting the ego fade from me. The reason why I say that is that I'm on a Mars line here in Colorado, and that's why you can catch a fade with me because I'm on my Mars line here. Well, if I go to India, anywhere near the Adiyogis, that's also a Mars line, with exception to there is a Neptune Venus line there as well, but it's more active with the two southern Isha institutes. But the other ones it was like you got to be careful because you might go up, you might want to go upside somebody's head. So I know that for me, like I know there's a sister that's going who went to Saudi Arabia. She went out there to Pakistan. She's a cool cucumber. Okay? She's cool. But see, I don't want to be out there clowning because I don't think I might not get the same reception. So it's like, nah, I need to do this in a wealthy state of existence because I don't want to have, because I need it to be understood that I'm some level of a dignitary. And to argue with me is a faux pas, if you will. Okay? In the area of because my Mars line is there. So that means that in a past life, I was kicking somebody's ass out there. I know I was. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I have listen, I knew it. What the fuck you mean? I knew it. I was kicking somebody goddamn ass. They was talking shit. That bitch was talking shit to me about 5,000 years ago. And I said, listen here, bitch. Okay. I knew it. They done had me fucked up for thousands of years. I got another one up there. Let me tell you something. You got me bumped. If you thought, baby, I've been ignorant. Bitch. Bitch, you better sit down somewhere. I've been that bitch, okay? I've been cussing hoes out for thousands of years, okay? Bitch, get into your astrocartography. You'll find out where the fuck you been. Oh, honey, some bitch, you know what I'm saying? I got Trinity in my chart. A colleague, huh? Somebody was talking some shit to me. And I said, listen here, bitch. The fuck you mean? Listen. Bitch, I'll cut your head off. And drink your blood. You ain't nothing but a demon. You whore. That's what I was, after I was cutting the fuck up. I know I was. How you gonna sit here and tell me I wasn't? Bitch, I got Trinity. Listen, Linda. When you do my chart, right? I can't speak for what y'all got going on in y'all shit. Don't come here get mad at me, bitch. The fuck? But when I speak about my goddamn chart, right? And you look at the nakshatras, and honey, when you get up into Vedic astrology, you got to look at your nakshatras. I know some of y'all extra excited because you done got your little Western chart done. You learned what your little South node, your little North node is. I think I seen some sweetie talking about, oh honey, if you got Venus in the first house, I really look this way when you see me in versus somebody who got it in the seventh house. They just look good on their pictures. Okay, you still a vain ass bitch, okay? And I love me some sweetie, but to even give a fuck about that means that everything else is kind of like, okay? So anyway. Which I be really, see, that's what I'm saying. I love this Venus retrograde because we can put all that nicety bullshit to the side and see the soul of a person. Understand, people don't mean you no harm. They just talk a real talk. They don't mean you no harm. The realer you keep it, the realer people gonna be with you. And that's good. It's good for you. It's good for the collective. Ain't you tired of all that bullshit? Okay? My whole thing is when you actually when my thing is why y'all get mad, all y'all men get mad, you want to vote conservative, but when bitches want to be conservative with their pussy, you got a problem. When they want to be conservative with their time, you got a motherfucking problem. It sounds to me that you got a bitch that's following the program. You said you wanted a bitch that knew how to follow a man's lead. Bitch, you said the man said he wanted a motherfucking conservative. Right? You said you want a conservative leadership. Well, bitch, I'm following the conservative values. So fuck you mean. I'm the one demonstrating that I got the ability to follow. You're the one that seems to be confused. Okay? So let's go ahead and move back to what we were saying. And another thing, too, that chaps my hide. Why is it that I want my brothers to really be for real with themselves? Talking about how you built the world. Baby, the state of black people, you got to address that, my baby, before you can have a conversation about being the king that you were, because then it demonstrates that you have a solution for your own community. You can't do nothing if you think that any other motherfucking man is never going to look at you and say, listen, until you could do something about your situation, I don't think we finna put you in charge of something for somebody else's situation. You mean you let us defeat you like that? Whoa. So when you say men built this world, what are you talking about? Men also broke it down. But you don't want to acknowledge that. Well, Trump don't have a problem acknowledging that he wants peace, right? Which means that we have to do what? We have to examine, right? Where we're not so goddamn peaceful. So you said you wanted a woman who what? Was able to follow a man's leadership. I am. I want peace too. Which means that you got to sign this goddamn mineral treaty. Which means you got to talk about the allotment of your assets and how we are going to redistribute them in a way where every party that's here is able to benefit in order to keep the what? Peace, my nigga. That's really where it's at. You said you wanted someone who can follow, but can you lead? Right? Right. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, what the fuck was I saying? Anyway, I know in the past life I was out here cutting the fuck up, bitch. I know it. I know it. So if I got, if they made me a slave in a couple of past, I'm sure, and they hung me, baby, that was the only way I was gonna be able to go. You thought I was gonna make it to 78 years, all being subservient to some cottage cheese thigh hoe? You had another thing motherfucking coming, bitch. Turn up the motherfucking barbecue. Get the rope out, bitch. Because you got me fucked up. I done sat here and titty fed your kids, and you talking to me like this, Samantha. I'm about to cut the fuck up. So yeah, I swung from some trees, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Bitch, by the time I came into cosmic consciousness, I was swinging from a tree. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. Because I couldn't imagine me not bopping a bitch upside the head. I'm sorry. I couldn't imagine me not poisoning you and your whole goddamn family. I'm talking violent ass explosions you would have had. And back in them times, I know y'all stink. If you got a problem taking a bath now, bitch, woo, bitch, let me tell you something. Fucked y'all ass up. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know I earned every bit of being quartered from arm to arm, limb to limb. I earned every bit of that shit. Oh, I cut up, bitch. My chart show I was out here in this motherfucker cut the fuck up. A whole crash out. I've been crashing out for 150,000 years. You hear me? Okay? You think that Johnny Depp's character in Pirates of the Caribbean is something? Bitch, I've been crashing out and cutting the fuck up for thousands of years. I probably have laughed at majority of the time because I knew that I was barreling in. Let me tell you something. When I was born, I bullshit you now. I swear, y'all think I'm bullshitting. You know, I'm a Christmas baby. When they didn't have to spank me. I want you to understand, they didn't have to spank me when I came out of my mom's womb. In pure Capricorn Sagittarius fashion, I stared the doctor down coming out the womb. My mom heard me crying, and as the doctor was pulling me out, I was looking at him. They was applauding me, bitch. I came into this world with an applause. You understand? Bitch, come on now. Come on. I come in this bitch in style now. Come on. Who come into the world with an applause? Some of you bitches can't get an applause and you are on stage. I came into this world with an applause. Okay? Get into it, bitch. Get into it. Ain't nothing but truth being spoken here. I looked at there's some Capricorn shit to be born and look sternly at the doctor like, you gonna get me out this motherfucker? You can you be trusted? All right, I got my eyes on you. And I declare, I swear to God, I declare that I still remember the first light. I swear to God. Y'all think I'm pushing? I swear to God, I believe y'all, I could just be crazy as a Beelzebub. I could be crazy as shit and I don't give a damn. That adds to the spice. That adds to coochie spice. Okay? Apparently the level of crazy means, approximately how good the pussy is determined by the woman's level of insanity. Okay? But I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I know that I remembered the first light. Cause I was like, God damn, it's bright in the motherfucker in here. I'm telling you, I remember this shit. I remember shit from well before I was 3 years old. Okay? I remember astral traveling and hitting my head, jumping back in my body. I astral traveled and found my auntie downstairs, my late auntie, God rest her soul, downstairs smoking weed with this bald-headed man who was dark-skinned. They did not see me. I've asked them. They did not see me. I knew the smell, everything. How I knew it was weed is I didn't smell weed again until getting with family members after the same auntie had passed years later. Because that wasn't something that was happening in my family, right? So that pungent odor, I didn't recognize it again because your scent, okay, is one of the strongest places for memory. I didn't recognize it again until I smelt it, and that was when we were with family, my grandfather's side of family, after my auntie had passed. She never saw me, but I saw everything that was going on with them, and all I remember is I descended downstairs, I saw what was going on, and then something felt like a magnet, right? And it drew me back real fast, so fast that I woke up to me hitting back. This is back when they used to have little twin beds. I remember, and it was like a lattice print, and I hit my head against like this hardwood thing, and I was asleep, and I must have cried out because she ran up there, and I'm like, I'm in full bed. I'm tucked in. Okay? I'm tucked the fuck in kind of shit. You feel me? Hold on. Hold up. See, this is why I don't like y'all. Because see, y'all like to start this shit. Hold on. Come on, spirit. Hold up, y'all. Okay. So I'm not gonna be on here for long. But I slammed back into, and mind you, where we were was an Indian burial ground. Okay. So that particular area of Memphis, a lot of things were buried over Indian burial grounds. Isn't that something? So there was naturally a magnetic field, okay, that was out there. And another thing too, if you know that you have elders that are buried into an old Negro cemetery, and they are well past, we know, decomposed, maybe at some, the bones are even jumbled up. Baby, the spirits are in the roots. They're in the tree root system. They're in the plant root system. You can still leave something at the old, dilapidated entry of the gates and still get them to work with you. Black people, you need to learn how to go to the graveyard, the old Negro and slave and black people graveyard, and pull up some graveyard dirt. I really don't understand how you finna let some people come up in here who destroyed their own country and didn't hold the French and the U.S. accountable. When you got whole Indian burial grounds and Negro burial grounds up and through here where people died as slaves, as restricted. Can you imagine that if every black person had some goddamn sense and went to those graveyards and prayed and created ancestor altars and prayed for those people who died as slaves to elevate their spirit, that has a direct correlation with your black ass and your level of prosperity or lack thereof of prosperity? Why do you think I'm so enthralled with studying Hindu culture and East Asian culture? Because they venerate their ancestors. Wherever you venerate your ancestors, your present day G's are going to succeed. Because especially if we consider what reincarnation is, by you venerating your ancestors, those who are coming through you, you ensure that you, because you're venerating yourself in a past life, you ensure that you receive those gains in this life. Your children receive those gains. But if you act like, oh, white Jesus is just the answer, then that's why your people still where they at. That's why you are still where you at. That's why Big Mama's still where she at. That's why your daddy is still absent. Catch those T's. Catch it. Huh? So anyway, bitch, I was cutting up. I done cut up. But I was wealthy though. But I done cut the fuck up. They made me, I think, in the past lifetime have to take responsibility, and I didn't do that so well. I put everything before my family and myself. So this lifetime I've had to learn some lessons around building my community with the closest relationships, and to ensure that people that I bring around me very closely are people that I can depend on and that can depend on me. And those relationships are the most important. And they're not to be exploited. And that person's not to take me so far that I forget myself. That I have to be good. If at any moment I'm not good, then I shouldn't be there. Because so many other people are going to suffer because I'm suffering. You see what I'm saying? This is not an act of selfishness just to be a self-entitled asswipe. No. This is a declaration of independence. This is a declaration of freedom in order to be a worthy member of society and of the close knit communities that I am curating. Okay? It doesn't mean I don't feel. I pray a lot for people, but I've had to learn to operate in love but detached, so that love isn't limited to how someone treated me. That it is truly, in order to truly embrace unconditional love, I have to operate in detachment. Otherwise, it would be some well kicked asses around here and across the globe. Okay? If I had the power to enforce that, right? But I'm coming here for this expression of Venus that isn't always perfect, that isn't always this toxic positivity. I posted something on my community page today where, someone was explaining, that people have these goals and it's just like this shitty replacement for these things. And then you had somebody come in and try to go and reword what that person said. And most people would say, yes, thank God you made that sound so much better, but that's not how I took it. I took it as evidence of what that gentleman said. All of these goals that you have, this thing that you're doing, even down to you rewording what I meant, is evidence of a shitty replacement for something that you are yearning. The person who reworded what he said didn't even realize that this man potentially was crying out for the very thing that he was yearning. And instead of making a friend, he found a critic. In a moment of vulnerability on his post, yes, he was sounding like an asshole, but generally that has a level of vulnerability attached to it. This nigga missed the whole fucking assignment and instead gave a fuck about himself and how he felt about someone else's vulnerability and true feelings and valid feelings, and decided to correct this man and use this opportunity, in which this man has several views, which mean by proxy he would also absorb some of those views and clicks and likes. He took it, he opportunistically took advantage of the situation to one up this man to seem more virtuous. That shit, yeah, that shit is going out the window. So if you done been posting today about your relationships and you're trying to sound virtuous, baby, they seeing right through that shit. They know that you've been doing, you proved today that you've been doing work, that you've been waiting for a level of atonement for somebody not putting their penis in your mouth or putting their vagina on your nose. You've been waiting for someone to get theirs because they saw you as poisonous, instead of looking at yourself and saying, bitch, why am I so goddamn poisonous? Why this motherfucker scared of me? What is it about me that says danger? What is it about me that says that I'm fucked up as a human being? Oh, do I have baggage that people can actually clock? Do I got shit going on in my life that states that I'm not balanced? What the fuck is it about me that says to that person who I'm projecting onto, right? As a woman, the person you're projecting onto, as a man, the person you're projecting onto, as someone who's looking to get a one up on someone else's expression, what is it about you that states that you actually did the opposite? Your ideas are fucked, that you don't even understand the temperature of what's going on around you. Because if you really were a good person, you would have sat and thought, well, what would make a person reject me? If you really was a solid and a real motherfucker, you would go and do an assessment. Because I find it funny that Corey Holcomb is a Cancer, but more on that later. You would do a self-assessment and say, what is it about me that says that I am so toxic that I could destroy the quality of somebody's self-esteem, something God gave them? What is it about me that if I am invited into this person's life, they're so fearful that I'm going to do to them, that they are willing to go be lonely and be destitute before they come to me? What is it about me? Am I giving off the bitch Kathy Bates from Misery, where I would injure this person so that they always need me? Listen, what did Corey Holcomb say? He said he goes after what? Women who what? Are in positions of vulnerability. Kathy Bates is a Cancer. When you hear Cancer men talk, and I ain't even talking about the Cancer women, they always talk about going after what? Women who are what? Vulnerable. Mothers. Cancer supposedly represents the mother, right? They like to go after women who are vulnerable, who what? Need them. They want to be used. So whenever you see Cancer men and women talking about this person right here, I need protection because they use me, they've been harvested from me. Cancer wants you to use them. Cancer doesn't mind if you use them up. Cancer is lonely than a motherfucker. Cancer wants to be kidnapped. Cancer wants to be loved on. Most people are running from Cancerians. They sexy as shit, but after that wears off and the real person comes out, most people are running from Cancerians, and most people are infuriated with Capricorns. Okay? I want you to understand that. So the motherfucker ain't saying what he's saying because he's necessarily an evil son of a bitch, even though it sounds that way. And a lot of Cancerian men do come off evil as shit. They're lonely. Think about that for a second. They lonely as a bitch. They friends ain't shit because they gotta make friends conditionally. Hold on, y'all. I gotta feed Theo little fat ass. Theo ain't actually fat. My baby ain't actually fat. He needs to. I gotta, y'all. You know, I gotta really. I've been really working hard because I know he's a bit older, and his quality of what he has needs to be greater than it's ever been because of his age. And my tendency to put other things and other people in front of me really gets captured with him. It really does. So hold on one moment. Hold please. Come on, babe. We gotta mix this up. Hold on. As little as you are, damn. I can damn near pick you up and with one hand. I can scoop you up. I can just scoop you. I can scoop you up with one hand. You would think you was a whole Pantera out here. You a Pantera? Are you a Pantera? Huh? Are you a whole Pantera? Look at you. Just as vicious as you want to be, huh? You a whole Pantera. Ain't no sweet. But I'm just saying, they lonely as shit. These motherfuckers be the ones, I'm telling you, they not bullshitting when they say Cancer is the one who is excited that they got kidnapped. That, like, excited that they got a bitch that ran down on them. Like, if you got Jupiter in Cancer, you and Chiron in Cancer, that's the reason why you was proud when you got your first stalker. Like, you want to know that motherfucker love you. And that's where you fuck up, because you actually fuck up genuine connections by pushing. Like, Cancers can really do some fucked up shit. Like, Cancers can, they so love starved that once they get like something that's the semblance of love, they fuck up. They fuck up so bad. Because then they start to feel themselves. And everything they wanted to believe, they go and play out on the person who loves them. Not the fake ass people who love, they didn't get. Pisces got this shit major. Pisces does this with friends. They'll be good friends with you, but they will drop your ass the fuck off if hanging out with other people with more status benefits them. And if those people don't want you around, Pisces will get rid of you. Water signs can be some fake ass bitches. Real talk. I love y'all, but I can't do, justice and love you for real unless I love you for real. And you don't owe me shit for loving you through that. Because as much as I love you, I'll shoot you dead in your goddamn head if it ever came down to blow your goddamn brains out. Because I know how deep it gets with you crazy bitches, right? But anyway, what I was saying was, listen, but I love to threaten me a motherfucker. And because I actually believe, I actually will follow through with it. I just want you to understand the parameters and make sure that even though we keep keying up, that you understand that these parameters still exist. Huh? Yes, we still cool, but should anything ever go left, these parameters exist. I love you much, but these parameters still exist. I would take my own child up out of here if it came down to just off a principle. Because I'm going to see you in the afterlife. Let's say, I told you, little bitch. I told you. Yeah, I cried like a motherfucker at your funeral. But I took them years in pride and stride because you had me fucked up. I told you. You won't draw another breath if you come from mine. Told your goddamn ass. Okay? So if I feel that way about my own, who are you? like okay? Let's everybody get in their proper order, all right? So, order of events. But anyway, Cancers, yeah, lonely than a motherfucker. And they fuck up the real genuine connections. And it's not until they ass have a hairy hippie moment, or they go out and have, a Bobby Womack song moment, because Bobby Womack was fucking up in real life, doing some weird shit in real life. That Pisces shit, right? Weird shit, mother-daughter kind of shit, which I never understood. Like, men, how can you let yourself do some shit like that? Like, there's no, this patriarchy has to be, like, y'all got to get this shit together. Okay, you got to have something that you stand for. And getting a mama and a daughter pregnant is some shit that to me shows that you are nothing more than a baboon. To not be given any type of human rights and any type of rights that shows that you are intellectually solvent or sovereign. Because just because you can don't mean you fucking do it. This is men. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This is men shit. Just because you can don't mean you do it. You know certain women are still operating from that cave woman aesthetic. Come on now. Just because you can don't mean you do it. It ain't my fault that half of y'all bust them bitches upside the head in them goddamn Caucasus Mountains. The fuck? Shit, don't come around here and get mad at me. Because it's the goddamn truth. Shit. You made your woman primitive. That's why she out here doing K+8 gangbangs. You made your woman primitive. And you whored her out. Don't fucking get mad at me. It ain't my fault. And niggas done became primitive right with Karen. And that ain't our fault because they were supposed to be leading. And they the reason why everything is fucking upside down. But hey, we're not here to talk about that, okay? I'm not ready to make bygones be bygones because we still got shit we got to do. But it ain't my fault that your bitch is primitive. Okay? Act like a bunch of alley cats that just got money. That's all it is. They got money, so can't nobody go and talk about how they got all the diseases at the CDC because they don't have to go to the free clinics. So they're like the black bitches and the black niggas is out here with all the diseases and all the issues because y'all have insurance and private insurance. You don't have to disclose the health issues that are happening with you because you have money, because you're 4 generations ahead of us. Let's really get into some shit. So when the manosphere goes running off statistics, but you got Becky out here blowing brains out. I mean, a nigga before this nigga got stabbed up by his Becky. Black women are not sending you niggas to the crossroads fast enough. Them white girls don't fucking play with you. So it serves us all if you go interracial, because the worst of us are probably going to be dealt with. Because Sarah ain't going. She's primitive. Especially if she got her daddy in her life. She ain't going. She's primitive. Okay? Not primordial. Primitive. Alright? Unless she's Black Irish or Italian. Or Dutch. She's primitive. She ain't gonna go for it. She's gonna blow your goddamn brains out. Now what's interesting, and what I find interesting, is white women are quick to kill a nigga, but they will get their heads crashed in by their fathers and their white husbands. My God. They even know that the criminal justice system will fuck them up the ass, no Vaseline, if they kill a white man. But they will blow your nigga brains out. Ain't that some shit? Well, don't come up in here with that negative ass energy then. Now I don't have to put this shit on blast. The way you talk about black women. This ain't meant to hurt white people's feelings. White people understand what they are. They precisely understand what is why they fighting the way they fight. You don't understand who you are, so therefore you don't approximately know. You could not know who they are. Bitch, you don't even know who you are. So like I was saying, Cancer is lonely. Cancer wants to be pursued. Cancer wants to know you love them immensely. They want you to go and make a fool out of yourself to prove your love. Cancer men will even cheat on and embarrass their women because most women use them. Kevin Hart to this day is still mad at his ex because she didn't follow the program. Because he knows intrinsically if he failed to fuck off, he would be so embarrassed by what would ensue thereafter. And it is his fear of Tory Hart laughing at him that actually propels his stardom. And that's some cold-blooded shit. Because anybody who makes it a point to constantly bring up their ex, is some shit that's still going on there. Now, what I don't understand for the life of me is that Tory Hart is a cute girl. Why in the fuck Tory Hart ain't out here trying to be better than a bitch? For one, you're going to look younger for longer because you got more melanin. So that means that in your 50s, in comparison to a Nico, you're going to be bad as fuck. Why would you let yourself get busted and disgusted in your 40s, honey? Why would you want to go through that when you have access in LA? That's my whole thing about it. Like, you are pretty. That Tory Hart is a pretty chocolate black girl. Naturally pretty. Not a lot of makeup needed. If you threw a bad body on that bitch, she'll be stepping real cold. Okay? Understand that his situation with Tory Hart is his most motivating factor in his life. And don't sit here and act like that little half Blasian bitch don't know that. She knows that she doesn't motivate him. It's his ex-wife that does. So this is Venus retrograde. This is an assessment on things that we favor and to see the truth on if it's favorable or not. Cancers are going through a lot because most of the people hitting me up are not necessarily cancers, but the cancers that are hitting me up are having a very difficult time with past toxic relationships. But I think it's the Mars transit to try to believe, was this person really for me or not? Some of y'all fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. I'm going to tell you how bad you fucked up, Cancer, in the relationship. You fucked up that if you did get this person back, you are no longer what makes them nut. That's how bad you fucked up. Think about what I'm saying. With everything that Cancer has going for itself, one of the could easily be one of the sexiest signs. The people who matter the most, you fuck their nut up. Because when they're done, they're still looking at you like, I know this motherfucker ain't shit. Because I will never forget that it took me to do all of this in order for this motherfucker to appreciate me. That this person sent me through all of these things. And nobody should have to ever go through that. That I sat here and was damn near homeless, damn near hungry. Couldn't put food in my mouth. I was working so hard. And this bitch sat there and smiled in my face. And the whole time wanted me to run to them and watch me go through hell. They'll never forget that shit. This time around, Cancer, you should have learned from that Pluto transit. You have done some shit. For those who are here, if you are here, it's the reason you are here. With exception to my most beloved, Tawanda, with exception to you and some other Cancerians, y'all don't deserve this. We're gonna get on what you actually got coming, because it's some sweet Cancers, and y'all got nothing but everything good coming for you. But you know I have to go and do what I have to do. I'm a Saturnian rule person. So forgive me, charge it to my head and not my heart. But for some of you Cancers, that's how bad you done fucked up. You showed somebody a side of you that you should not want them to be in a relationship with you, because they are disgusted by you. That you would go to those lengths and create that kind of havoc, but then have the audacity to want them to love you. And you would do it unchecked, and then you still trying to play them for a fool. You got to understand that was some shit that was supposed to leave you years ago. So if you didn't get it with Pluto, right? You got South Node in Leo coming up in about 3 years. And in 5 years, I think about 4 to 5 years, we have South Node in Cancer, North Node in Capricorn. And when that transit hit, either you're going to have learned from this and financially you are better, or you're going to have an event over you. Because you do represent the heart. I know they say Leo does, but you're the blood. Okay? Get y'all shit together, Cancer. Okay? Get your shit together. But yeah, Cancer's lonely as shit. And when they finally do, and the problem with people who are very lonely is that they don't know how to be loved. People who are lonely, who are sensory based, you got to be careful with them in entering relationships with them, because they are so love starved that they surely will fuck up. It is almost guaranteed they will fuck up. They probably be out here faking for the gram. They probably go in on Facebook They probably go on. All of us got Cancer energy. So wherever Cancer is in your chart, they probably go onto social media talking shit, talking big shit. And as soon as that camera is off, the reality hits for them. Okay? That they not really that shit they talking about. Which is why they're one of the hardest working zodiac signs, because they have to accomplish the things that they talk about. Otherwise, it makes them look lamer and lamer and lamer. And they can't tolerate that. Why? Because Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's a luminary. But the light doesn't emit from the moon. The light is getting the receiver from the sun. So this is why Cancerians can be more egotistical than Leos, because they are having to, it's almost like falsify their illumination when they're dark-sided. So they can tend to express more ego or egoic energy more than Leo because of overcompensation. They're overcompensating for feeling like they don't have an internal locus of control of light. They want us to look upon them, our sun, to look upon them so they can feel like they can be seen. This is why you have Cancerians who go into entertainment, and as private as they are, they want celebrity because they need external light in order to feel illuminated. It's the moon. Okay? To feel appreciated. You're going to always hear Cancer say, I don't feel appreciated. Appreciation is you shining your light on them to illuminate their wholeness, the wholeness of them. So when you think you're going to kidnap a Cancer, Cancer just kidnapped you. You think you're finna stalk a Cancer, Cancer just set you up to be stalked. Now, if a Cancer don't want you, you is a pitiful piece of shit. You are absolutely being used as a tool of torture for somebody else. Please understand that today. If they don't really fuck with you like that, I promise you that you are being used as a tool to injure someone else they actually care about. Emotionally and psychologically. Okay? You say, it's Pisces season, why you talking about Cancer? Because, bitch, Cancer is lit right now. The Pisces that contact me is on their money shit. Cancer's contacting me about love shit. And be knowing damn well the shit that I'm talking about. But they will talk to themselves and say, I choose insanity. Cancer knows. Don't ever think that they don't fucking know. They actively choose insanity. That's very dangerous. That means a bitch knows common sense. Cancerians know Capricorn. Oh yes, they can. If anyone better than Virgo, Cancerian can do Capricorn energy. Capricorn can do Cancerian energy. But that is a very dangerous thing because that bitch knows common sense and they still choose insanity. Because it feels good. For Cancerian, it feels good to be crazy as shit. To be Looney Tune, bottom of the barrel, booty hole crazy. Oh my God, nothing brings them the greatest level of joy than to be crying and smoking a cigarette and drunk as shit in a mirror with clown makeup on. Going through it while doing the darkest black magic in the background. As you can see out the reflection of their clown face in the mirror. Oh baby. Like Looney Tune insanity. Oh yeah. Oh, they love it. They love it here. They love it here. Cancerians is out here collecting. Listen, when they do magic, bitch, they are poor. They will go into the grave and get a compositional corpse if it meant that this really gonna fuck over their opponent. Cancerian loves insanity. Are you lunacy? Oh, never have a contest of who can be a lunatic with a cancer. Oh, they love it. They love it here. I never forget Fernando Prudhomme said that it's not the if Capricorn is the devil, which is really just the symbol of the accuser or the person who is saying because you indulged in these particular things, this is where you are. It's a marker. It's a judge. The people in the chains because mind you, the people in the chains are having a good time. Did y'all ever pay attention to the devil card in tarot? The people in the chains are having a good time. Those are the Cancerians. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hold on 1 second. Anyway, I'm finna go ahead and I'm head on out. Okay? But yeah, if you want to know who the people are in the chains, you got it. You'll never look at the devil card in the tarot again the same way. They having a good time. The people in the chains, the devil himself is like, I gotta go in here and tell these damn fools. Ooh, I'm so sick of y'all. Y'all like to have a good time. Look at you. Got the whole ass is on fire. Your ass is on fire over there. I'm sick of y'all ass. The whole ass is on fire. Look at the people on the devil card in the tarot, and they are having the time of their life. You hear me? They out there with the one girl got a grape booty, got grapes on. She done had so many grapes and wine and drink that her tail done turned into some grapes and got little devil horns on their heads. Cause they mimicking the devil, and he's sitting there like, I gotta sit here and tell these folks that they in hell. Oh, I'm so sick of their ass. They down there having a good time, and then they don't just come and have a good time. They want to put on the costume and say, "Look at us, we a little devil too. Look at us, we got some little horns." That's Cancerian. They attach themselves to the shit. You hear me? They say, oh, no, we're not leaving from here. Are you for real? We discovered power and pleasure. We're not leaving from here. We love it here. You know what? I'm going to lock myself to you. And the devil's just sitting there like, ooh, I'm so sick. I could kick y'all up out of hell. I'm so sick of y'all. That's what's really going on. Look at the card and you will see it. You'll see it for yourself, okay? You'll see it showing up for yourself. But this is what this Cancerian transit is about. Not Cancerian, Venetian transit. Mars is in Cancer. That's why I'm talking about Cancer, because Mars is in Cancer. And it's sextile in this Venus retrograde. No. It's going to trine this Venus retrograde. Oh, that's my wonton soup. That's the wonton. You good? You good? Go on, put it up there. Go on, put it up there. I'm almost done. Hold on. I had to get the wonton. I had to. Anyway, y'all, listen. That's is why I think I'm here. Because I done had so many of y'all call me and I just had to let you know I see you. Okay? Now, Pisces, I don't really have a message for y'all right now. I don't really have it's for y'all to be y'all birthday. I know that Kwame Brown did some shit yesterday that really pissed me off. I think y'all are checked out for the collective. I don't think that y'all really here for the collective right now. And I don't too much blame you because Neptune is almost out of your sign. Saturn is here, and Saturn probably shows you how people are, or you out here catching that karma for how you been, and so you kind of quiet, right? I would be too. Um, and the sun is in your sign, so things is real serious. Or you done did some things amazingly. You took the hard way, and you went through the school of hard knocks, and so Saturn is rewarding you, and you're being quiet, and I don't blame you. So, but I really don't have a lot for you. But for the Cancerians, oh yeah, I had to come in here and let y'all know what time it was since Mars done went direct. Okay, and yeah, clean this stuff up. Okay, for someone who is so starved for acknowledgement, this ain't the time to let any acknowledgement, if it is quality, go to your head, especially when it's something you've been praying for years. And this is definitely not the time to project the relationships you want on people that don't want those relationships with you. It's a disrespect to the people who actually want certain relationships with you. So find your people and build those relationships, and be honest about some things that you've done when you withdrew your support. That right there is going to backfire on you. Okay? Period. If you're not safe to love the person, don't love them. But you're not going to be given the opportunity with Pluto now in your 8th house to manipulate the situation and take control over your partner. Now you're reaping, and that's going to be a bitter process for 20 years. So you decide how you want that to go, which means you're going to have to actually sit in your vulnerability and do your due diligence, that you're not projecting on people who you want to be vulnerable but under your terms with. You don't know if what you require, you may be bringing your whole self to somebody, and you require so much energy to deal with, and that person doesn't have it to give. And your reluctance to see that and appreciate that means that you're not ready to even have these kind of connections in your life in the first place. So if you are in a period of isolation, honor it, so that when it is time for you to rejoin community, you do it in a fashion that is not in vain. Okay? And it's not the evidence of your lack of depth. Now, for the Cancers who have been doing the work, have been the consummate, this is going to be a time of grandeur for you. You do have Jupiter coming into your sign shortly, and you can feel it already. You are so wealthy, and a lot of you are probably going to have marriage proposals, or you'll be meeting. Even if you've been married, you'll be meeting someone, initiating a relationships if you are a woman, or you will feel strong enough as a man, as far as your accomplishments financially, to pursue long-term relationships. And you may even find that for those who are complementary to your Jupiter placement, are just somehow people that maybe even lived in your same neighborhood, right? That up until now, until you did the work with yourself, you never saw them. They never saw you. But now that your frequency is a certain place, you just seem to link. Everything just falls into perfect balance, into perfect order. Okay? So if you have surrendered into love and just decided, I'll love where I can be loved, I'll love myself, I'll love my children, my grandchildren, my community, and if I find romantic love, then fine. You are probably going to be experiencing one of the most magical Jupiter transits, and you are so worthy of that, Cancerian. You are so worthy of that. You have wealth and you have love. So for everybody who was making fun of you for being a nun or being a pastor, saying that you was being too strict, for those of you who did not indulge, did not damage your soul and your spirit, look at Forrest running, honey. You better get it, Forrest. Look at him. You better get it. Look at him. I know that's right. See, I'll be Forrest. Because, let me tell you something. I be minding my own business. I got to say this right here. I would be Forrest because I be minding my own business. And I have that ADHD that got me human. Most of the time, I just be running. And there be people start running after me. And I have a whole club. I know it. I know it. I know it because he ain't getting no attention. That's what it is. Because he want to go in there and want us to go in there. I know it. See, I know I'll be Forrest. Okay? You better get it, Forrest. Forrest needs some Vidal Sassoon in their hair down. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Listen, y'all gonna do amazing, Cancerians. Those of you who have, is that man still running after him with that little shirt? He come to him all the time for different shirt ideas. Like he a messiah. Look at Sad Guru. That's Sad Guru right there running. Sad Guru is a Forrest Gump. He was just running and everybody started running after him. And they, that's how it happens. That's how you become a Buddha. You just gotta do it. See, look at it. Walmart has never been the same since with them rollback prices. You see what I'm talking about? So anyway, if you know the part of the movie that I'm watching on Forrest Gump, you are a real G, okay? So I'm finna go ahead and head off. But I love y'all, Cancerians. For those of you who have been doing your thing and you literally have poured your love in the most unselfish ways. You have went through some of you are having your Saturn returns, or that you had a Saturn return already, or you completed it. For those of not who are going into your Saturn return, you've already had it. Your Saturn return was a Saturn in Pisces or Saturn in Aquarius, and on top of that, you have really poured your heart and your soul into your projects, into the things that you wanted to do, into your community. This, even if you are wealthy, you will know a different type of wealth, a wealth that is free from any type of being self-conscious or any type of having to worry if people taking advantage of you. You'll know a different type of wealth. Okay? I think the depthness of your feelings, you will start to understand them. And you may even be able to accept the things that you're not able to forgive because you'll recognize yourself in those situations. Okay? So anyway, it's really good for the Cancerians who have been doing their job. Okay? And it's just really unfortunate and wasteful time for those who have been falling prey to their sensories and senses and not allowing themselves to be challenged. Okay? It can make or break you right now. All right? But I love Venus retrograde. I hope that everyone is able to contemplate on what it means to truly share a level of intrinsic value. I hope that we're able to allow people to express their frustration without trying to correct them. That person's feelings are valid. You don't get to come up in here and tell them how to feel and how they should see a thing. If you're not able to be an asset, then don't be anything at all. Okay? And it's just that simple. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk soon. Peace.